1 Samuel chapter 24, David spares Saul's life. So when Saul returned from following the Philistines, he was told, "Behold, David is in the wilderness of Engedi." Then Saul took 3,000 chosen men out of Israel and went to search for David and his men in front of the rocks of the wild goats. On the way, he came to the sheepfolds where there was a cave, and Saul went in to relieve himself. Now David and his men were sitting in the cave's innermost recesses. David's men said to him, "Behold, this is the day of which the Lord has said to you, Behold, I will hand over your enemy to you, and you shall do to him that seems good to you." Then David arose in the darkness and stealthily cut off the edge of Saul's robe. Afterward, David's conscience bothered him because he had cut off the hem of Saul's robe. He even felt bad doing that, right? He said to his men, "The Lord forbid that I should do this thing to my master, the Lord's anointed, to put out my hand against him, since he is the anointed of the Lord." Even though he was evil and terrible and wanting to kill him, he still had that guilt that, you know what, this was the Lord's chosen one. This is him. I shouldn't be doing this to him. So David strongly rebuked his men with these words and did not let them rise up against Saul. Saul got up, left the cave, and went on his way. Then David also got up afterward and went out of the cave and called after Saul, saying, "My lord, the king." And when Saul looked behind him, David bowed with his face to the ground and lay himself face down. David said to Saul, "Why do you listen to the words of men who say David seeks to harm you? Behold, your eyes have seen today how the Lord has given you into my hand in the cave. Some told me to kill you, but I spared you. I said, I will not reach out my hand against my Lord, for he is the Lord's anointed. Look, my father, indeed, see the hem of your robe in my hand, since I cut off the hem of your robe and did not kill you. No one understand without question that there is no evil or treason in my hands. I have not sinned against you, though you are lying in wait to take my life. May the Lord judge between me and you, and may the Lord avenge me on you, but my hand shall not be against you." That's true. And it says, "My hand shall not be against you." David knew the Lord had anointed him to be the king to succeed Saul, and Saul knew it too. Saul, probably thinking of how he himself would have responded, was sure that David would seize power and oust him with trickery and violence. David had to prove to Saul that he was not going to harm him. The only way to do this was to turn down every opportunity he had to kill the king, right? It was God's job and his alone to arrange the transfer of power from Saul to David. I like that. As the proverb of the ancients said, "Out of the wicked comes wickedness, but my hand shall not be against you." After whom has the king of Israel come out? Whom do you pursue with 3,000 men, a dead dog, a single flea? May the Lord be the judge and render judgment between me and you, and may he see and plead my cause and vindicate me by saving me from your hand. When David had finished saying these words to Saul, Saul said, "Is this your voice, my son David?" Then Saul raised his voice and wept. He said to David, "You are more righteous and upright in God's eyes than I, for you have done good to me, but I have done evil to you. You have declared today the good that you have done to me, for when the Lord put me into your hand, you did not kill me. For if a man finds his enemy, will he not let him go unharmed? So may the Lord reward you with good in return for what you have done for me this day. Now behold, I know that you will certainly be king, and that the kingdom of Israel will be established in your hand. So now swear to me by the Lord that you will not cut off my descendants after me, and that you will not destroy my name from my father's household extended family." David gave Saul his oath, and Saul went home. But David and his men went up to the mountain stronghold. That's a man standing up for the right thing to do. And I mean, he's not going to all the time. We're going to see that. But at this exact moment, God is with him, and God is going to bless him for those things. But he's going to have some consequences here, as we're going to see. So, all right, this is your daily Bible chapter. I will see you tomorrow.